Hey guys, Paul, Inventor 3 here. So, since my last video, part 20, I was checking the input power to my system. Um, 200 milliwatts. It looks good. And I was waiting for confirmation. I just got confirmation now from this person that's been helping me. I don't want to mention his name. Uh, but yeah, he's been helping me. I've been stagnant on this project, just getting these power measurements for over 4 months now. I want to make sure it's correct, and this guy really knows what he's doing. He's an electrical engineer, and if I remember correctly, his wife is electrical mechanical engineer, and a big part of what they do is checking power input to systems from people just like me. Uh, and so he's really experienced in doing it and doing it properly. My God, I'm so thankful he has taught me this and given me this gift. Anyhow, I heard back from him. Let me show you real quick. I showed him the last video like you guys saw in part 20, except his is edited a little bit differently than your version is. He says, yes, that looks like solid measurements. All capitals, exclamation point, the best yet. Well done, you've earned your wings. And then he goes on and adds, the heck with free energy for the moment. What you have just achieved right there is, with those measurements, is something that 99% of engineers in the free energy world cannot do. It took me years to figure this out. And then I asked him, I said, so basically it does appear through my tests that I do in fact have 200 milliwatts powering those 700 LEDs. Is this correct? And he replied, that appears to be the case, yes. Which is interesting, exclamation mark. And then he goes on and says, remind me again of maximum current from your frequency generator. So anyhow, guys, that's great news. All right, so I'm gonna go on ahead here now, and what I'm told I could do is, last video we were checking the input. Now with everything set up exactly as it was without changing anything, I could take those two probes and switch them right to the output. So that's what I've done here. This is my voltage probe number 1. I can't show you everything, guys. At the negative end of that probe comes down here. This is my ground. This is the output to my circuit. The output of my circuit goes through a bridge rectifier. A little bit earlier, I accidentally said breastifier. Not in this video, but off video. I'm just thinking, I accidentally said breastifier. I'm like, a bridge rectifier. I got a sudden urge for a glass of milk. Anyhow. So this is the output of my circuit. It comes down here and actually across the little shunt resistor, there's my, what I call the current probe. And there, this red to the yellow is a ground rod that's stuck in the earth ground over there. So here's the output now. Let's see here. Okay. So it's only about showing 12, 14 milliwatts. The RMS, I think, was at like 5.4 volts in our last video on input. So, I mean, that's increased. But our power is way down. I'm going to try real quick to move the probes to just before the bridge rectifier. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, I've got the probes set up here. before the bridge rectifier now, also known as the breastifier. Oh my god, that's gonna stick in my head. You can see everything's lit up. Here are my readings now. Still not that great. So anyhow, I'm going to, I think that's it. I think I'm going to move on. It's not going to be easy to take output readings, and I've been stuck at this spot for over 4 months. So that's it. Let's keep increasing things, and it'll soon be no question whatsoever. Hey guys, Paul, Inventor 3 here. Okay, well we're gonna try, well let me show you this. I got all the LEDs lit up pretty good right now. We're just gonna do a little experiment here. Now here's a capacitor. I'm gonna focus. It's 200 volt, 470 microfarads. And at this end we got two diodes facing opposite direction. Basically an Affymeco plug connected to the capacitor. The output of the capacitor goes to an LED, and you can see I've got my probe wires here for my multimeter. Let me short that out. There we go. Alright, now we're gonna pick this whole thing up here. Whoops, wait a minute. It's facing the wrong way. Hold on. Sorry guys, this is really... Okay, I just... like it's easy to see. Where's Waldo? I just put this end here. It's near a main point here. Not physically connected. There's the capacitor. And here is the LED. Actually, it's quite bright compared to the other LEDs there. Actually, it's got 2.5 volts across it. And the thing is, too, is I could add 1,000,000 of these capacitors onto the system right now like that. Wireless within wireless within wireless. I could keep adding things and adding things. This makes me think of Tesla's and other people runaway type circuits. Keep amplifying and amplifying and amplifying. They become extremely dangerous. So yeah, we'll be back, guys. It does stop right there, though. If I remove that LED, that voltage will keep increasing continuously. So it's interesting that this is the first time I'm seeing this myself, now that it does stop right there at that amount of voltage. I've seen this many times in this system. It almost wants to give up as much is needed. Anyhow, alright guys, we'll be back. Strange stuff all the time. So it's nice to be back experimenting again. Let me show you what we got here. All our LEDs are lit up pretty good here. Where the heck are these ones? There they are. Well, I just added some more. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and there's, where is it, right over there, another 10 in that corner, and another 5 over there, so another 105 LEDs. Now, these go to a capacitor, 20 on each capacitor. Each capacitor comes up to one Avromenko plug or 2 diodes, and they're just kind of tucked right in between those 2 clips, just like all these other ones here too. Here's 10. You can see where's the capacitor? There it is. Goes to the capacitor, to a couple of diodes. They're just near the circuit. They do not touch. If they were to touch, all the LEDs would go out. That's the point, is not to make contact. So now we got like wireless on top of wireless. So anyhow, you can see I got the meter here connected across these 10 LEDs, and you can see we have a solid 2.5 volts each LED. So they're lit up nice. They're very nice. Everything's lit up pretty good. All the way back here now. So now we have 815 LEDs. Yes, 815. Powered by approximately 200 milliwatts. You can see this one here. Let's see. I wonder if I could pick this up and walk away with it now. Let's see, I got the Avromenko plug. There we go. Now we just walk across the room and la da la 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 la. We have light wherever we want to go. So, alright guys, till next time. It's getting interesting. Yeah, so I did not change the power input at all. But I added over 100 more LEDs. No problem. I can keep going and going and going and going and going. How many LEDs do you want to see until you're impressed? Alright guys, it's getting very interesting.